Yes. Welcome back to another stream. Back again for more
Back again with a white man.
City-related content and outdated memes. What's on today's agenda? I completely forgot what our video's about, bro.
We're having a look. We're taking a look at the weekend's fixtures and see what's going on. It's a bit of general topic, general conversation,
a preview
about the games.
To the weekend, isn't it?
That's it. We've got a massive result tonight. Obviously, Arsenal played in the Europa League tonight. They only have 2 days rest. They have just played in Portugal. They have to get back from Portugal, rest up, and then go away to Fulham, which granted isn't that far away from them, on Sunday. So they've got 2 days worth of rest, and included in that, they've got to try and get back to the UK. So it's absolutely crazy. And I think there's a serious opportunity, bro, that they potentially might drop points this weekend.
Oh, well, we'll have to see how the trip to Sporting fares. Before we get going, Obeyed with a 10 says, guess who's back? Yes, Yo. Obeyed. CE Obeyed. And Obeyed again with a 20 gifted membership.
Yo, big up Obeyed.
Yes, Obeyed.
Hopefully you're well, man. Thanks a lot for the 20 gifted. And yeah, hopefully you're good, bro. Hopefully you're good. Guys, make sure you drop a like on the stream. Subscribe to the channel as well if you're new. And, of course, make sure you guys are dropping dubs in the chat there for that 20 gifted from Obeyed, man. Absolute W's there. Love to see it. Wobeyed.
Wobeyed is the funniest.
CE Obeyed. That's also a good one.
CE Obeyed.
1 million apparently from says Haribo. So, unfortunately, Claudio Bravo can't do something, man. Carl R says Santa Claus is back. Carl's nursing his head, innit?
What is Carl? But I don't get it.
Carl, you want the wine again? It's funny, man. It's funny. Yo, big up Obey, man, for the 20. And Carl, yes, hopefully doing well, man. So, yeah, anyway, let's talk about this weekend. Obviously, City are playing Crystal Palace away from home. That's at 5:30 kickoff on Saturday. Now, that means if we win that game, we can go 2 points behind Arsenal, who play on the Sunday. Crystal Palace haven't won in the last 5 Premier League games. So that's kind of good.
That stinks, though, doesn't it? Yeah, but it sounds good, yeah, but it stinks at the same time. It's always like, sounds mint, but it just stinks of, oh, yeah, that'll come to an end when we play City.
Yeah, I hear that. In fact, I've got their recent fixtures here. 1-0 loss to Villa, 0-0 home draw to Liverpool, 1-1 away draw to Brentford, 1-1 home draw to Brighton, 2-1 defeat against United. You know what? Actually, a 0-0 draw against 0-0 draw against Newcastle, 1-1 draw against United, 1-0 loss to Chelsea. These are the worst results I've ever seen.
the best worst results.
They're the worst results I've ever seen in my life. They lost 1-0 against Villa, 0-0 to Liverpool, 1-1 to Brentford, 1-1 to Brighton, 2-1 to United, 0-0 Newcastle, 1-0 United, and 1-0 defeat against Chelsea. Oh, no.
It stinks, bro.
I wanted to go on there and it'd be like Southampton at home, L. I mean, Bournemouth away, L.
Yeah,
it's not. They're actually doing semi-decent. I mean, the positive thing for Palace is in the last 8 Premier League games, they've only lost 3.
Yeah, so it's going to be difficult, bro. 5:30 kickoff. World's watching. Stinks. It stinks. It's like I don't know, man. I don't know. It just stinks a bit. But
they've only lost 4 out of the 13 home games this season.
You're not making this any better.
I'm going to give you the facts, though, innit? You know what I mean? I can't. I need you to be prepared, bro. I need your nerve levels to be high. But
apparently, United winning. Is that what people are saying?
Yeah. I said that before, innit? 1-0 United.
Rashi, innit?
Big boy Rashi.
But
yeah, Crystal Palace. How are you feeling about Crystal Palace, bro? Are you feeling good? Are you feeling confident?
Yeah, I'm pretty chill at this moment in time. Like I always say, I don't let myself get too nervous until like the night before. I'm feeling good. I think the team's in a good place at the moment. I know that Newcastle did have chances against us.
Yeah.
We were probably fortunate that to come away with a 2-0 win. However, still think we did enough to win the game.
Same. I'm thinking it's going to be a close game.
Yeah, I think it'll be very close.
We've got enough.
I think we've got enough to beat them. But it is going to be a difficult game, like I say. It'll be a terrible game. But the thing is, we created loads of chances last year.
We did. We created loads
of
chances.
So hopefully this time round we can actually put them in the back of the net.
Yeah. The thing is, it's a bit of an interesting one because Crystal Palace are the last team really up the table who could theoretically be relegated. If you look after Crystal Palace, you go to Aston Villa. They're on 34 points. They ain't getting relegated. But Crystal Palace are sort of still in the relegation scrap. So there is a chance that they will just try and make it really difficult for City on Saturday. But they're also, them going at us and trying to get the 3 points must also be a little bit of something that they might want to do because they may feel that they can get a win as well. Because, City are in a good place. And I'm with you, bro. I feel like City are in a good place right now. But we're not in the best place in the world. And it'll be interesting to see how Palace play. But if we get the W, bro, that's 2 points, the gap. 2 points.
Yeah, it closes the gap temporarily to 2 points. Mm-hmm. And then obviously Arsenal playing on Sunday because they played tonight.
Yeah.
Time for us to put the pressure on a little bit.
That's it, and you see what happened last weekend. They were very, very close to dropping points there when City put the pressure on them. They're going to be going to a difficult place in Fulham. Fulham are a cracking side, currently sat there in 7th. Unfortunately, they did get beat on Monday night against Brentford, but at least they've had loads of time to recover from that. They were in decent form before that loss against Brentford. And, Arsenal will be going to Fulham, bro, with 2 days rest.
Yeah, it stinks a little bit, and like I say, Fulham are doing well this year. Find themselves quite high at the table, like it. Hopefully they can do something like. Didn't Fulham nearly beat them in the reverse fixture, or was that Leeds?
No, that was them. They got a last minute header. They got a last minute header, and they got cooked again off the celebration police.
Oh yeah, I don't get why people cook last minute goals.
Sure, it was Gabriel with the last minute header.
So
celebration police.
Hopefully Fulham can do it, man. We keep asking this about everyone, but I mean, hopefully they can do it because we've got a difficult game in ourselves. I guess like the main thing is we've got to do our bit first. But like I say, as City fans, we just kind of got to hope that Fulham can do something. Like I say, we need a team from now until the end of the season to take points off Arsenal.
Correct.
They're providing that we win all our games as well, and beat Arsenal in there, for us to have a chance of winning this league. So a draw would be great. Anything, any result that's not a win, I'd take that any day.
Me too. Well, remember, if they draw the game, that takes you to 3 points. We've got superior goal difference. You beat them in their Etihad game, which you've got to do anyway, and you're top of the league. Then it's just a case of maintaining the goal difference. Very interesting. Let's have a look at some super chats. Obeid says, I approve with C. Obeid.
C. Obeid sounds great.
Carl says, Obeid equals Santa Claus. I am fine. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, he's chilling now.
that's what they all sell
now.
well.
Yeah.
Big up, Carl.
It says Carl.
Obeid then says, LB as CEO, no predictions from you or me. Well, actually, my predictions have been all right recently.
Yeah, they have.
In fact, I got it right last week for the Newcastle game.
So did I, because we both went 2-0, didn't we?
Yeah. So, and my predictions have been pretty decent. Because now I've realised.
And we got the team news right.
We got the team news right. We got the predictions right. Because what you got to remember is, right, when I was going for the 5-0, I was still thinking that this was old City. And now I've realised that this is a slightly different City. My predictions are coming back in, Bray. You know what I'm saying? So, boom, we're looking fresh, man.
Yeah, you've seen the way, innit? You've seen the way.
But going back to the weekend, I think that there's a good opportunity that Arsenal could drop points here. You know, they've already had 2 days rest, away from home, back to back. Fulham will want to get some sort of result after dropping points on Monday night, and a win for them. You know, it just does bits. You know what I mean? It keeps them in that sort of top 6 hunt. and really starts to take them away from the likes of Brentford as well, and Brighton, although they have played a couple extra games. I think this could be a big weekend. I do. I think City have got a really tough game, first of all. We've got a really tough game, and we've got to go to a place that we didn't win last year, and a team that, whilst you look at the form, their form isn't great. You look at the teams they've played and you go, okay, that's actually not too bad. I think we can get a win there and put the pressure on Arsenal. I think this could be a weekend that Arsenal drop points. And you've got to hope that Arsenal drop points at some point. There's no point in just sitting to yourself and going, well, I don't think so. They're never going to drop points. Because you've got to hope that they do.
Yeah, you got to hope they drop points, or else you just may as well start thinking they're going to win the league.
Yeah, exactly.
Elsewhere on the weekend, I was just looking at the fixtures then. Bournemouth have got Liverpool. Obviously, I think Liverpool win that with a high format they're in. Leeds are playing Brighton at 3 o'clock. Everton, Brentford, 3 o'clock. Leicester, Chelsea is at 3 o'clock. Tottenham, Forest. Obviously, Tottenham having a bad time at the moment. That's another 3 o'clock. Obviously, then we play R5. Then on Sunday, the Super Sunday this week is United, Southampton, West Ham, Villa, Fulham, Arsenal, Newcastle, Wolves. And then obviously, that's it then for this.
That West Ham Villa game, pretty important.
Yeah, West Ham Villa game was a bad one.
Forest, who had a horrible start to the season, really, really disgustingly bad start, and then sort of pulled away. No wins in the last 4. They're starting to be dragged back into the mix. I remember like a week or 2 ago, that was like, if they could get a win in either the last 2 games, they'd be close to 30 points. With 12 games to go, you only need 10 points. You're probably going to be safe. They're slowly starting to get dragged back into that relegation zone. Now, luckily for them, Bournemouth are just a team that at the moment just don't like they're going to win. However, and again, they're playing Liverpool, who at the moment look like they are going to win. So, and Liverpool haven't lost a game in the last 5 Premier League games. So, the relegation scrap this season is so good.
It's heavy. It's very close.
It's so good.
Obviously, West Ham have found themselves involved in that relegation scrap this season. They play Aston Villa. If Villa beat West Ham and Leicester beat Chelsea, which isn't, I mean, that's not too far away. Chelsea will fall into the bottom half of the Premier League table. They'll go 11th.
That's correct.
But even if Chelsea and Leicester draw, and if Villa win and Chelsea and Leicester draw, then Chelsea in the bin, man, fall into the bottom half.
Yeah.
I think as Chelsea fans, like not us, but as in that, Chelsea fans would like to think that the win against Dortmund would carry them a little bit into some far. Like, do you know what I mean? It's like a bounce back of a win kind of thing. That So you'd like to, well, they'd like to think that they can do something about that, but I don't know, man. They still look dead.
You know what's kind of mad, right? Despite how bad Chelsea's season is, if they win their game in hand on Tottenham, they'd only be like 7. In fact, how many points? 5, 6, 7. Yeah, about 7 or 8 points behind Spurs with 12 games to go. I mean, it's not. I mean, I know Liverpool right now are looking like the team that's probably going to finish top 4, but Chelsea can put a little bit of a run together from now to the end of the season. There's still a chance. I don't think they will get it. I think Liverpool are going to get it now, but I don't think it's just time yet for Chelsea just to write their season off. I know they're still in the Champions League, but write the Premier League season off. Still think they should be fighting. Especially with all the players they've got. They should 100% be fighting.
You think that they're allowed to be fighting for a European spot anyway?
Depends whether they'd rather have no European football.
They might just be thinking that the Premier League's a rip this year and then just go, right, we don't want anything to do with the conference or the Europa. Like the other ones have it. We'll go into next year fresh, new squad, new manager probably. And then they can have basically like a full reset, really, isn't it?
Yeah. Nah, 100%. So that's where we're at. Let's looking at some Premier League injury news, so we can have a look at Crystal Palace. Here we go. So Sam Johnson out. Check Doucouré. Doucouré is out of the Manchester City game, suspended. That's decent.
That's good for us, that, yeah.
Nathan Ferguson also out. If you look at Fulham for Arsenal, let's have a look at that. Where's Fulham on this list? Fulham, there it is. Palini is out, which is a little bit of a pain. He's suspended. Cedric Suarez is out as well. Tom Cairn is out. Cabana's out, and Kuzawa is also out. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to this, man, because I think the game for City against Crystal Palace could be huge. I think if we can win that game, I think then we can all just relax, watch that Arsenal game. Probably won't be relaxed watching it with a little bit of hope. You know, like last weekend, I know in the end it was actually very close, but like we went into the Bournemouth game thinking, nah, there ain't no hope in it. There ain't no hope in this game. If City can beat Palace, I'm going into this weekend's game, the Arsenal Fulham, with a little bit of hope.
Yeah, I like the fact that they've got a draw against Sporting as well. That kind of like I know they've changed a few players in the side, but I like the fact that they got a draw. It adds to like a little bit of the sauce for the weekend to see like, a little bit more confidence from people probably because
still played quite a few of the starting 11, bro.
Yeah, no, they did. They only had a couple of changes.
Yeah. Still played quite a few. Saka played, Martinelli played, Ben White played, Jorginho, Xhaka, Saliba, Zinchenko.
Yeah, I think that. Who's the guy who was next to Saliba?
Kivior.
Yeah, apparently he had a stinker.
Did it? Well, they signed him in January, didn't they, for like 15 million Polish international.
Yeah. Well, I seen Denver going sick and saying, like, get him out of the club already.
Jesus.
I was like, what?
Bit quick, innit?
Man was done here after one game against Sporting. But yeah, hopefully the chances that Sporting had, hopefully that kind of like it's foreshadowing the chances that Fulham could get at the weekend. I've just seen AJ in the chat, and he said, right, and this is a bit different, a bit of a sidestep, but he says Pep's losing his grip on his players. Bust up with Cancelo, Laporte, Bernardo Silva wants to leave. Walker flashing himself, right? But Pep can't do anything about Walker getting his knob out. Like, that's not Pep's fault. Doesn't mean he's losing grip on his players. Like, surely that's not something that has to be drilled, like, taught. Do you know what I mean? You should know, innit? Obviously, Kyle Walker doesn't. But, yeah, I don't think Pep's losing grip on the players at all.
No. Yeah, what I say. Walker does Walker. Bernardo's wanted to leave for years. It got nothing to do with the club. It's he wants to go back to Spain or Portugal.
Yeah.
Laporte, okay, he's a fair one. Laporte wants to leave because he doesn't play. That's Pep Guardiola.
Laporte is fair, yeah, because he doesn't obviously.
Who else? Cancelo. Cancelo's already admitted that he's a bit of a problem guy, and now he's having problems at Bayern Munich. Yeah. So that's Cancelo. I don't agree with that, AJ. Each to their own, innit? But I disagree with that.
Do you reckon Walker got roasted today in training off the players? I reckon he.
If I was a Manchester City player, I would have absolutely roasted Kyle Walker.
He'd have been absolutely done today.
I would have absolutely murked him. You just got murked. I would have murked him, bro. Yeah. I would have roasted him. I'd have been bantering the kid, you know what I mean? I'd have been roasting the guy. Absolutely no way I'm letting him get off with that.
Yeah, there's no chance in it. There's no chance they did let him get away with that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, funny. Exactly. Interesting Premier Weekend. I'm actually looking forward to it again. It feels like ages since City played. In fact, when me and Lewis were starting the stream, then we had a couple of minutes trying to figure out what our last game was. I was throwing out Bournemouth as our last game, and I was like, wait, don't think it's that. It just feels like so long ago since we played. Because we've had a full week off in it, and we're not used to this. But,
and we had an early kickoff as well.
Yeah. So it was like a full weekend without City.
It was a full weekend off. But this weekend's a ham weekend, obviously, the City game. Let's just get the City game won, right? Because obviously everyone I think is in agreement with each other that this could be a weekend that Arsenal drop points. What we need to do ourselves is make sure that we win our game, because remember, we didn't win this fixture last year. We almost lost this fixture at home earlier in the season, thankfully, Erling Haaland doing a madness. Let's just get the game won. We've got to throw everything at Palace. We really do.
Yeah, we need to take our chances 100%. It's going to be difficult. Carl, yes, Carl at 50 knock says, Walker wants a role in the movie Free Willy Free. Yes, Carl, mate.
You just got. If I was a football player today at City, I would have been roasting him. You know, I ain't letting him get away with that.
Nah.
Well, there you go. There's a little bit of a.
Lizzie saying that she bet Pep was joking about it as well. I bet they were. But they were all roasting him. Got to, innit? You got to. You just got to. That's the way. That's the way it be.
But yeah, there's a little bit of a little weekend preview there, guys. Looking forward to it. Big weekend. And yeah, like you say, there's stuff. Everything's happening. You got stuff happening at the bottom of the table with the relegation zone. I think the relegation battle this season is looking like one of the most exciting relegation battles we've had in some time. The top 10 between sort of Chelsea and Villa, that's looking pretty interesting. Don't really mean much, but it's quite interesting. Be interesting to see if Emery can get them in the top 10, whether or not Chelsea fall them to the bottom half. European football, and then top 4, and of course Premier League.
What's going on? What's going on? Yeah, big weekend.
Big up Venorius with a 1 says, for the summer, I really want to see Bellingham, Leao, Gvardiol, and Man City take a look at Pablo Solari from River Plate. Someone else told us that. I've
heard that name before.
I feel like someone else.
Someone else has said that from River Plate. Someone else has said that exact thing. That Solari guy from River Plate. I can't remember who it was. It was a few weeks ago now, but the super chatted us and said there's a new ball at River Plate called Solari.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure someone's told us that before. I have to keep an eye out for him. Keep an eye out for him, innit?
River Plate producing talent, man.
I know, 100%. And now they'll start getting more money for it, you know. Enzo, Alvarez. Now they can start
asking. Yeah, they can demand big cash because they're basically saying, look at the talent that we're producing. Enzo, I mean Alvarez there, lad, and he might be the next one.
Yeah,
that's it. Exactly. That's it. But yeah, Bellingham, Leao, Gvardiol. I don't honestly. That's not unrealistic.
Correct. I agree. Buzzing. Right, cool. Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow with the Palace previews. We've got the press conference stream coming up at 2 p.m. Then we'll have the preview stream later on in the afternoon, man, later in the evening. So make sure you join us for that. Going to be a huge game, this one, man. You do not want to miss it. Of course, we'll be doing our live watch-along on Saturday, starting at 4:30 with all the pre-match build-up, team news reaction, and then kick-off is at 5:30 UK time. This is a game that City cannot afford to drop points in. We have to put the pressure on Arsenal, cut that gap to 2 points, and then we can watch Fulham put Arsenal in the bin.
With our fingers crossed. Hoping.
With our fingers crossed.
Hoping that something happens. But, you know what I mean? I hope so.
Buzzing. Right, guys. Hope you enjoyed that little quick stream for you. Make sure you guys drop a like on the stream. Make sure you subscribe to the channel as well if you're new. And we'll see you tomorrow for the press conference reaction. Do not miss it. Injury updates and much more. 2 p.m. See you then.
See you in a bit.